that's kind of like a place where it's really good to get to, where you only focus on those people that are enthusiastic about going out with you and wanting to be with you and want to be around you, and want to talk to you, right? So if they're not enthusiastic about it, if they ghost you, then that you rule that person out. You simply just rule them out and move on to someone else. How to handle being ghosted. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to handle being ghosted. Before we get into this video, if you haven't done so already, then please do subscribe and please do like this video. If you have any questions yourself, or if there's something you'd like me to discuss in a future video, then please do leave it down in the comment section. Also leave down in the comment section any tips that you have for other people so we can all help each other out. Thank you so much. So obviously being ghosted sucks. No one likes being left on red, okay? It's not a nice experience. This has happened to me, especially when I was in the dating world. There was a couple of occasions where I went on dates with a few people. Then when I asked to go out with them again, if they would like to meet up again, they never got back to me. You know, these kinds of things happened a lot. Also having conversations with people and trying to meet up with them to go on a date with them and then getting ghosted and them not wanting to talk to me again. So yeah, this has happened to me. The way I've always handled it is I haven't done anything really. I've just let them be, because obviously if you have sent them a message, they have it, that it's been delivered to them. They may even leave you on red. Sometimes people can, especially on things like WhatsApp, you can take off your reader receipts and things like that. But anyway, they've got the message. So, you know, if you meant anything to them, they will reach out to you at some point. Now, a reason why someone might have ghosted you though, don't just take it as, oh, they're not interested in me, because they might still be interested in you. They just might be going through something right now and they may get back to you at a later time, especially if this is someone you don't talk to on a regular basis. It's someone that you've only just started talking to. So, you know, they might be just going through something right now and then may get back to you in a week or so, which is why it's really important not to do something like reach out to them on a different platform or something like that. Because if you do that, basically you're going to come across as very pushy, and no one likes to be pushed. So let them reply to your message in their own time. And also I think when people reach out to this, you know, whoever's ghosted them on a different platform, it comes across as very narcissistic, because it seems like they just can't let go of the fact that this person just doesn't want to speak to them anymore. So don't fall into thinking that you should probably reach out to them on a different platform, because it's not going to work to your benefit, even if you want closure on the subject. Because, you know, there are some times where people want to reach out to that person to see what's happened, why they changed their mind. But again, this is just another form of narcissism where you're trying to validate yourself that you did nothing wrong, when the truth is you probably didn't do anything wrong. They are just not that interested in you. That's it, you know, and that's fine. You know, we don't have to fancy everybody we talk to and want to meet everyone we start talking to, because people can change their minds. You know, there's multiple reasons as to why someone you just started dating might ghost you. Like an ex might come back in the picture, and because that person is more attached to their ex, then of course they're going to go back to the ex and start talking to the ex again instead of the new person, because they are more emotionally invested in this old person. So there could be loads of reasons as to why someone ghosts you. It could be just down to the fact that they're feeling really sad. Perhaps they have like a mental disorder like depression, and therefore, you know, they just don't feel like answering their phone. You know, that could be something. You know, I personally went through a long period of depression where I would sometimes do this, where I just didn't want to see anyone. I just didn't want to talk to anybody. And so I would ghost people. I would leave them on red because I just didn't have the energy to talk to people. So that could be a reason why, you know, they've ghosted you. Perhaps they're just not happy right now. But the best thing for you to do is to obviously give them space. So how do you handle this? How do you handle the hurt of being ghosted? Because it does suck. It's not a nice thing to go through, and it would make our lives a lot easier if the person that ghosted us was just more transparent and actually told us why. But no one owes you anything, okay? No one owes you an explanation to why they do things. So therefore, the best thing to do is just to leave them to it and to move on to someone else. So one of the things that can help is to understand that it's not about you. It's just perhaps an incompatibility issue, or perhaps it's just they're too immature to communicate how they feel, or something else could be going on. It isn't got anything to do with you, and it's got more to do with them and how they are perceiving the situation. So coming to that understanding and being open up to that new awareness can really, really help the situation. Another good awareness to have, or a life view to have, is it's their loss. So if someone ghosts you and doesn't want to talk to you anymore, doesn't want to meet up with you, doesn't want to engage with you anymore, you must see it as their loss. Because if you start doubting yourself and you start feeling down on yourself like you did something wrong, then that's obviously a lot worse than just assuming that it's their loss. So that's kind of like the attitude that I got to when I was being ghosted. I was like, okay, well, next, next one, moving on to the next one. That's what I would do. Because I valued myself and I valued my time. And if someone didn't want to spend time with me, then I'm not going to waste any more energy on this person that doesn't want to reply to my messages, that doesn't want to see me, that doesn't want to go out with me anymore. I'm not going to waste my time on people that aren't enthusiastic about dating me and about seeing me. So that's kind of like a place where it's really good to get to, where you only focus on those people that are enthusiastic about going out with you and wanting to be with you and want to be around you and want to talk to you, right? So if they're not enthusiastic about it, if they ghost you, then that you rule that person out. You simply just rule them out and move on to someone else. If they are not mature enough to tell you what's going on, then that's their problem. It's not your problem. And it's not your job to find out what their problem is. Especially if this is someone you haven't really known for a long time. This is someone who, you don't have a strong connection with. Now, obviously, if this is your actual girlfriend or someone that you're exclusive with, then obviously that's a completely different story. If someone that you love is ghosting you, someone that you're married to, someone that you've been in a relationship for a long time, then obviously you need to sit down and properly communicate with each other and tell them and ask them what's going on. But if this is someone you're just dating, or perhaps it's a crush that you have, or someone that you're trying to make your girlfriend, trying to go on a date with, it's none of your business why they've ghosted you. So one of my favorite quotes is, your opinion of me is none of my business. Because, it's down to the individual. Or if they don't want to date you anymore and they don't want to talk to you, that's their problem. That's their issue. It's got nothing to do with you. So basically, in order to handle this, it's all about your own mindset. It's all about having more self-esteem and more of a better self-image. Because if you're getting upset about the fact that someone ghosts you and it's really bringing you down, then obviously it's affecting your self-esteem in some way, and you think whatever the problem is, it's your fault, and that might not necessarily be the problem. Have the self-esteem to see the situation as their loss, to see yourself as someone who deserves to be with people that respect you, that respect your time, and you obviously took the time to message this person, and if they didn't take the time to message you back, then obviously this person isn't worth your time, and obviously isn't very enthusiastic about going on dates with you and wanting to be with you. And if they're not enthusiastic, rule them out. Because, in order to get to the yeses, you need to go through the no's. So take ghosting as a no. Take mixed signals as a no. Take someone who is being enthusiastic, who always says yes to going out with you, who replies to your messages, that doesn't leave you on red, that doesn't ghost you, that replies to you in a sufficient amount of time as well. See those people as yeses. See those people as receptive. You always want to be aiming to go on dates with women or guys, depending on what your sexuality is, on those people that are enthusiastic about seeing you. And if they're not enthusiastic and they're not receptive to your advances, they are not worth your time. People that ghost you are not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. It's not worth your energy finding out why they've ghosted you. It's not worth your time dwelling on it and getting upset about it, because it's got nothing to do with you. It's all to do with them and their maturity level or whatever stuff they're going through. Because remember, this person might be actually going through a lot of stuff, and it's absolutely none of your business to find out what that is, because that's an intrusion. And if they don't want to talk to you, then they are completely in their right to not talk to you. And like I said, it would be nice if people didn't ghost you and do these things, but This person obviously did, so therefore you got to leave it. You just got to let them be, and try to not take it too personally, because if you start taking it personally, that's when you start to feel upset. That's when you start to really look at the situation very negatively. So the best thing for you to do, and the best way to handle it, is to, you know, wait for them to respond. Don't message them on a different platform. Don't, you know, try and message them again on the same platform, however you message them. And to just wait for them to respond. But don't wait as in like wait by the phone, you know, and holding off basically your life until they message you back. It's best for you to actually, you know, start moving on to the next person. So, you know, start talking to someone else on a dating app, or, you know, talking to that other person that you were interested in. You know, move on from the situation. And who knows, in a couple of weeks, they may actually respond to you. They may get back to you because they might have just been going through a tough situation. And they'll respect you for the fact that you gave them the space. Because if you're all up in their DMs on a different platform, then basically what's going to happen is they're going to feel like you're bombarding them and you're being very intrusive and nosy. And you don't want to come across like that, because, you know, you could have had a chance with this person, you know, because they just maybe just needed a bit of space, and then a couple of weeks down the road, they may have been in a better place to respond to you and talk to you. But if you are bombarding them with messages on different platforms, I mean, you're trying to get to the bottom of why they ghosted you, then you're completely closing off that possibility of that happening in the future. Thank you so much to Keep On Gaming for your question. I hope this has helped you. If you would like me to discuss anything else or to clarify anything that I've said in this video, then please let me know down in the comments, and I'll be happy to oblige and talk about it more. If you would like to get in touch with me personally and you're like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. At the moment, there is a free PDF download that you can get, which is a dating manual all about dating, relationships. And if you go through that and you have some critiques, if you have some feedback for me, or if there's some things that you wish I had put in it, then please let me know so I can make it the best product possible for those people that like it and would like to have it. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.